There is a story, old as Macedonia itself, about a horse no one could ride. The horse was called Bucephalus, black as midnight, enormous, violent. Every rider Philip II of Macedon sent to break it was thrown. The best horseman in the Greek world tried and failed. The king was about to send the animal away as worthless, and then a 13-year-old boy stepped forward and said, "What a horse they are losing for want of skills and boldness to manage him." His father looked at him with a mixture of irritation and amusement that father often reserve for their sons who speak beyond their years. He asked, "What will you give if you fail to manage the horse?" The boy answered, "I will pay the full price of the horse." The crowd laughed. The boy did not. He noticed something no one else had. Bucephalus was not wild, he was afraid of his own shadow. The afternoon sun was throwing beneath his hoofs. Every rider who tried to break the horse by force failed. The boy turned the horse to face the sun. The shadow beneath his hoofs was gone. Fear was gone. The boy mounted and rode. His father wept watching it. Plutarch records Philip saying, "O my son, look thee out a kingdom equal to and worthy of thyself, for Macedonia is too little for thee." The boy's name was Alexander. He was 13 years old. He had already decided he would not fit inside what the world had prepared for him. This is where the philosophy of greatness begins, not with strategy, not with army, with the decision, made in the quiet of your own chest before anyone else knows it, that you will not accept the ordinary life the world is quietly preparing you for. What Alexander understood at 13, what most people never understand at any age, is that greatness begins not with action, but with a specific kind of seeing, the ability to look at the world as it is and simultaneously hold in your mind a vision of what it could be, and to choose the vision over the reality every single day. Philosophers have called this by many names across many centuries. Plato called it the form, the ideal version of a thing that exists in the realm of pure idea, more real than the imperfect copy in front of you. For Alexander, the Platonic form of his life was not the kingdom of Macedonia. It was something that had never existed yet, a unified empire stretching from the Greece to the end of the known world, where culture merged and knowledge flowed freely, and a man could be judged not by his blood, but by his character. He held that image so clearly that when the reality contradicted it, and it contradicted it constantly in the form of deserts, armies, mutinies, and wounds, the vision did not waver, the reality had to adjust. Friedrich Nietzsche, writing 2000 years after Alexander's death, described this quality with his concept of amor fati, love of fate, combined with what he called the fundamental drive of all human beings, the will towards becoming the highest version of what you are. Nietzsche saw history and recognized the pattern that every extraordinary life was organized around what he called a horizon the ordinary person cannot see, towards which the extraordinary person walks with such consistency and such certainty that those around them sometimes mistake the certainty for madness. Alexander's horizon was not fame, it was not even empire exactly. When his teacher Aristotle gave him a copy of Homer's Iliad, annotated in philosopher's own hand, Alexander read it not as a legend but as instruction. Achilles was not myth to him. Achilles was a mirror, a demonstration of what was possible when a human being gave themselves completely to a single overriding purpose, without reservation, without compromise, without a plan B. He slept with the Iliad under his pillow, beside a danger. His whole life was there in that image, the book and the blade, the vision and the will to enforce it. Viktor Frankl, the psychiatrist who survived Auschwitz, the Nazi camp, and spent the rest of his life studying what allowed some people to endure what others could not, found the same pattern in the human psyche. Those who survived, he wrote in Man's Search for Meaning, were those who had a why powerful enough to outlast any how. It was not the physically strongest who survived the camps, it was one with a vision of something beyond the suffering that gave the suffering a reason, a direction. Alexander did not survive suffering, he walked towards it deliberately because the vision on the other side was worth more to him than the comfort available on this side. The first law of the philosophy of greatness. Before the campaign, before the strategy, before the first step, there must be a vision so specific, so consuming, that comfort loses its power to stop you. Most people hold their dreams loosely. Alexander held it the way a man holds a weapon, with both hands, with full of intention, pointed at a specific direction. The difference between him and the thousands of men equal natural ability who never became what they could have been is simply this. They looked at Bucephalus and saw a problem. Alexander looked at the same horse and saw a misunderstood partner. The same eyes, different vision. What you see determines everything that follows.